Hi, my name is Travis. I'm here to show you how to pack and store a NEMO tent. The first thing I like to do after I get home from any trip is really make sure my gear is nice and dry, so I will either drape it over some furniture, or if you have the chance, it's best to set your tent up either indoors or just out in the sun for a little bit. From there, I'll kind of go through and inspect it for any damage that may have happened on the trip, brush off any dirt. Good places to check are, in the mesh, kind of the pole clips. I like to check the poles themselves. You never know, cracks can kind of go unnoticed a little bit here at the connection point, so it's always worth checking to make sure that your tent's good to go for your next adventure. From there, I kind of decide what I'm doing with the tent. If I have another trip coming up, I like to store my tent kind of tightly in its stuff sack. So what I'll do is I'll put the poles in the pull sleeve there, put the poles and the stakes right on the tent, and what I've done is I've folded the body and the rainfly into thirds, and then I've stacked them. So I put the body on the bottom, rainfly on top, put the poles and the stakes right here, and then I'll give it a nice tight roll. It's important to kind of take your time while you're doing this, just to make sure that you get it all in there correctly and kind of force any air out. That'll cause your roll to be a little bit looser than you might want. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You'll notice I kind of futz around with the fabric a little bit as I go, just to make sure that everything's nice and symmetrical and compact there. This last little bit, I'll just take a little bit of extra time to force any of the last air out. And then I'll go ahead and put it right in the stuff sack. For some of the larger tents, sometimes it helps if you have a buddy, but this one should be all right. Great. So now my tent is ready to go on my next adventure here. If I'm storing this for long term, what I'll like to do is either make sure the roll is nice and loose, or optimally you will want to store it outside of the stuff sack in a cotton storage bag like the ones that our sleeping bags come with, or even a pillowcase that's really great for kind of promoting airflow and making sure the waterproof coatings stay nice and efficient for you. If you ever have any issues with your gear, we offer professional repair service. We're happy to take a look at it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. We'll do our best to get back to you pretty quickly here, and subscribe if you want to see more content.